Hey, well, hi there, listeners. Allan here again, but as a lot of my friends call me Big Al. Great to be potting with. Whoa, I wonder even if that's a term, potting. So lovely to be chatting again with you all. One-sided at this moment, but I have to say, hey, fairly soon, and I'm just hoping to swing this. I'll be excited to say that I'm going to be inviting one of the co-authors of the new Cecil, the latest illustrated guide to birds of southern Africa. His name is Dominic Rollinson, and I'm really hoping he's going to agree to have a chat with us here on Chat Sapphire. It'll be great listening, I can promise you that, and I'm really hoping I can swing this. But anyway, let's get on with the chat that I want to actually talk about. You know what happened last week, or the week before? Oh my goodness. I've had the craziest fortnight since my last podcast. And if any of you have picked it up, you'll know what I'm going to say next. And my family have been ribbing me consistently. Apparently, and I listened again to myself, which I really hate listening to myself. I did mention that I'd seen a white-necked robin. Oh, what I wanted to say was a white-throated robin chat. Oh my goodness, really showing my age. You know, when you know what you want to say and you say something different. But then again, maybe a few of the older listeners will sympathize with me, but not my family. But if anyone wasn't listening, I saw this great white, I nearly said it again, white-throated robin chat. Okay. Anyway, it's time to start talking birds, and I'll swing the flavors somewhat, from fortnight to fortnight between the different types of species of birds. And I'm going to start with a raptor that I spot very often in the area where I live, and that is at Pennington. I actually love walking through the Amdoni Park Indigenous Forest. I take photographs there and I go birding there when I can because it's right near my place. It's down at Pennington, as I said, down the south coast. Our beautiful Amdoni Park golf course actually runs and passes through some of that beautiful forest. It's situated about 80 k's from Durban, down south, along the KwaZulu south coast. Anyway, back, as I said before, it's the second time I'm saying it, back to the talk on these eagles. One thing you need to know is that raptors are divided into 11 groups. I'm going to number them right now. It's the easiest way I can remember. As you heard me say before, I've got this scatterbrain. Number one is I'd put the secretary bird on its own. 2 would be your fish-eating raptors, like your fish eagle and your osprey. Number 3, I would put vultures. 4, eagles and hawk eagles. Number 5, snake eagles and bateleur. I've separated them, and you'll see a little later, and I'll talk about it later as well, but maybe not tonight. 6 buzzards, 7 goshawks and sparrowhawks, 8 harriers, 9 kites, 10 falcons and kestrels, and 11 owls. A lot of birds to talk about in these raptor species. I'm looking forward to spending some time with you guys chatting about these wonderful raptors. A lot of birders will tell you that true eagles have feathered legs, and this is true. These specific eagles can be broken up into 2 types. The one is called brown eagles, like the steppe, tawny, lesser spotted eagle, Wahlbergs, the booted eagles, and the other type is other eagles. It's just a category called other eagles, where my eagle I'm going to talk about is going to be coming from. But to go back to what I said earlier, this is why you can see why I said that fish eagles and snake eagles, bateleurs, and that are not true eagles. But we will definitely talk about this soon. Boy, I tell you what, so much to say and too little time to say it. Oh my goodness. Let's carry on here. Which now actually brings me to my bird of choice from the eagles and the hawk eagles group. The crowned eagle, or the African crowned eagle. Oh man, I tell you can't miss this eagle. It's beautiful eagle. It gives off the most beautiful cry. You actually tend, or call, whichever way you want to put it, but you tend to actually hear it sometimes long before you see it, because it's got this beautiful call as it's soaring high in the sky. I'm going to try and imitate it, but I wish I could play it back to you at the moment, but I haven't got my sound recorder with me, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully my voice will give you the type of idea. It gives off a beautiful cry, but most of the time it'll be in flight, which sounds like quick, 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 quick. And then it goes down again like a quick, 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 quick. I hope you heard that and just sort of understand that. That's about the best I can do at this stage. But yeah, I have to try and bring some life into my conversations, and I just hope you understand. But if you go and look into your apps that I spoke about earlier, go to one of these birds and play the sound, or go Google it and ask them to play the sound, and you'll see exactly what I'm trying to get across. It gets its name from this beautiful, prominent, very often raised crown, extended, black-tipped, double crown. It's really, really beautiful. This eagle is only found in the continent of Africa. It's not the largest of our eagles, but I'll tell you, by far the strongest. The largest of our eagles is the martial eagle, but I'm going to definitely leave that for another chat. The crowned eagle, or the African crowned eagle, it's got powerful legs and thick talons. This actually allows the eagle to seize prey up to, and I've read about it, I haven't seen it, but I've read about it, up to about 30 kgs. They can kill bigger prey, but that they cannot carry, they will dissect, and then they'll take parts of it back to their nests to feed their young and dwarf. I've got to feed the wife. Most of its prey is mammals, which includes, I've got a list here, I'm going to read it out: vervet monkeys, hyraxes, mongooses, or is it mongooses? Anyway, small antelope like the blue duiker and genus. It's also been known to take out, listen to this one, the certain birds, Hardidae ibis, and it's not one of the birds you'd find that most of the raptors go for, and I love all birds, I have to tell you, I really, really love all birds, but the Hardidae ibis, when there's a lot of them around early in the morning or late in the evening, they drive me crazy. The African crowned eagle is a striking, really striking, but unmistakable plumage. It's got a mottled type of breast and belly, and its wings, the wings' primary and secondary feathers are basically white with very heavy black barring. I wish I could show you, but here's the idea. We spoke about it the other day when I think it was on my first chat or second chat, when I said, go out there and get yourself a very good birding guide or app, and try and sort of see for yourself what this bird actually looks like. It really is fantastic. I wish I could show you pictures while we talk, but I can't even talk, put it across how beautiful they are. But hopefully you'll just go and have a look yourselves. The wings are basically shorter than most of the larger eagles, but they make them, they're pretty broad, which allows for much more maneuverability in the dense forest. Because you'll see them mostly have a nest in one of the higher trees, and they feed through on these things. And most of the game that they catch is in the dense forests. The juvenile is actually a blonde version of the adults, having a mostly pale body. But here's a fact for the ladies: the female is considerably larger than the male. The male, in all its glory, performs, I'll tell you, a very elaborate rise and fall display of the forest canopy. It displays, when it flies around, it displays consist of a series of steep dives and ascents, and a few wing flaps at the top of each climb, and then it sort of descends down in circles of figure of 8, and all the time you must just actually watch it. It's very, very interesting to watch it once you've identified this bird in the sky. But it's really beautiful to watch it as it comes down, descends, and this beautiful figure of 8, and it calls all the time, this quick, 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 quick. I want to make myself, I'm going to die laughing. Anyway, uh, it really is beautiful. Their breeding season is around about September and October. They usually lay around about 1 to 2 eggs, but if there are 2 eggs, the smallest sibling is definitely going to starve to death because it'll be outcompeted for food by the larger one. Um, it's it's really a majestic and fierce-looking eagle, and you must definitely keep a lookout for it in your area. If you do have it in your area, just look in your local garden and have a look if it's in the area. If not, try and ask another bird at your club or one of your friends that you know a bird. Ask them where you can actually go and find one. And it's worthwhile taking a drive to that area and trying to look for this beautiful, majestic eagle. It's really, really worth your while. Okay, folks, I'll have to say that I'm glad that some of you that did stay to the end of this chat, thanks a lot for listening. And if you need any answers, seriously, to any questions that you might have about anything birding, please just contact us at Chat Sapphire on Facebook or Instagram. So from me, Big L, get it? I'll be back. So cheers, folks.